Hello, my name is Duke and my simulation is called Cat Coffee. Start with the intro screen. That's a slide of an instruction that's speak by Quinky, the cat voice cutter in Break News. And you can start by clicking on the big button here. So main instruction of this simulation is by using mouse click and drag. Step instruction along with each step, so indicate where should go. So first of all, let's start on the order screen. And the receipt will pop up and showing you the recipe of the drink that you want to make. So you can start by click anywhere to continue. Next step, you can grab the filter and scoop the coffee. Yeah, after that, the filter will come back to the position with the coffee, and you can move to the next step, which is bring it down the drip cup to the position by just clicking on it. And everything's already set, and you can continue brewing by just clicking on the coffee machine. And after the animation of filling of coffee, we have the espresso, which we can just drag it to the latte cup. So in the recipe it says 2 espressos, so we can do it one more time. And finally we need 2 milks. 1, 2. And after it's done, it will indicate that you can serve. So you can proceed by click on it. 2 endings depend on if you're doing the recipe correct or not. So it just depends on how many times you add the espresso and the milk in. So if you have less than or more than 2 espresso or milk, then the ending turn different. So here I will try 1 espresso and 1 milk. And then if you just click serve with what we have right now, it's showing your order is wrong, so you have to do it again. So for a technical requirement, first part is about using noise to indicate any part in the simulation. So first I have the purling noise, which is the order machine with the moving sort of like animation of the build notification. And secondly, I use fractal using recursion noise to create this painting, which is placed right here. And next part is using image for the background. Here I have a little animation for changing day and night, and the weather was from raining to sunny. So here I created the animated backgrounds by using a decorator. So I have 2 layers. One of them is dark layer cut decorator, and the second one is grain. So here's how it works. For the dark layer, I draw a rectangle and then I have the update opacity that it changed from 200 to 255 in delta back and forth within 8 seconds, and it works the same way as the rain. And for the decorators, I have 2 main objects I can actually interact with. One of them is when you click on the order machine, this receipt will pop up as 1 decorator. And the second decorator that appears after you put the second milk to finish the latte, which is this banner that indicates serve. So I draw it as a decorator after you interact with these objects, and then it appears as a final step. Moving on to the constructor requirement. First of all is using factory. I have the packaged coffee station, which store all of the interactable object, and I have the abstract superclass coffee items, and it called through the coffee item factory and the concrete factory called by its name, and according parameters for the placement in the simulation. And for the rest of the classes, it's all subclass that extend the coffee item superclass. So for example, here is the filter, the order machine, the milk, latte, drip cup, and the bags and the machine. And for the code refactoring, here I have two main packages. One of them is the coffee station, which stores all of the interactable objects that I created by using factory. And second one is a coffee shop. It's the rest of the image, like background and changing weather and day and night, that I use decorator to create it. So here, by using factory and decorators, it's a complex use of superclass and subclass. So I just group all of the similar method into its superclass. For example, the coffee item, it has draw method, click methods, and the other class just like skip calling it or override it. So here I have the coffee decorator that has the decorate part method, and the other class override it. For try-cast to handling errors, I have one when loading all the sound file to avoid any incoming errors when there's any error in the sound files. And second place is when I use my draw instruction to input all of the text for instruction. So here I try to load the font that I uploaded myself, and then it's to avoid any possible errors. And I also have one in Mini Helper, which also helping to load the file stream, and it actually runs when I try run my simulation. So it appears a bunch of errors, but it doesn't really affect my simulation, and everything just keep running through. And for bonus echo point, so first of all, I have day and night shifting, which I explained in the technical part already. And second one is the seasonal change, which I changing the rain opacity to make it appears and disappear. And third, so all of decorators parent intentional to fit with my simulation, and all of these places of image. And so for example, in indoor front counter, and then the background of the neighborhood is also decorated to draw. And also all of the images are self-created by me. And this cutter has a little animation. It is not interactable, but I just make it move up and down for engagement. And for references for this house, I found all other free sources on YouTube and one from Pixabay, and all the images are self-created by me. So that's all for my simulation. Yeah, thanks for listening.